out if everyone's actually ready to go or not. I need to get better at that. Okay, Chalet. I'm very excited to be here. We played here last night, as I said, and Reborn took a 7-0 against Swing or Be Swung. That was very unexpected. Swing or Be Swung just got swung. And yeah, it wasn't a good game for them at all. Thatcher is going to get banned. No big surprises here. My game audio seems very quiet. Seems very quiet indeed. I might have to boost it up. Tarkan is not playing tonight. So Fallacy. Yeah, yeah, sorry, I didn't talk through the Alpenfestung lineup. We got Schecter, Huggin, Tarkan, Real, and Zyko. I don't know how I missed that. Jackal is going to get banned, so those are the top two getting taken out of play. I'm just going to boost up the game audio a bit because it feels like it's really quiet. There we go. Let's see if that does it. Okay, who we're going to get banned on defense? Kaid is going to get taken out. No big surprises. Let's see if we are going to get the Mirror or someone else. I wouldn't be surprised to see Valkyrie get banned, in all honesty. Last night we had Goyo and Valkyrie taken out of play on this map. Let's see if it's going to be Valkyrie. I suspect it should be. There we go. Great pick. So much intel to be had by having Valkyrie on the board. Makes total sense to take her out of play. If Runic lose, I have no hope for them, says Blanca Ricchetti. Well, like I say,2 of these teams have actually managed to take a win here in the league this season. As we can see, both teams are on a 2-loss streak. Ideally, you need to win 3 in order to have a chance of making it to playoffs. So this is an important game tonight. This is the first game of one of these 2 teams' possible winning streaks. But let's see who it's going to be. It looks like the chat is currently not voting too heavily, but they are voting Runic over Alpenfestung, it seems. So let's see if the hopes of the Runic supporters are going to be protected. Prepsa is going to 6-pick that Mozzie and go into Frost. Great play on Chalet. This is her kind of like a homeland. She is very much at home in the snow, so it's good to see her here. So we're going to have Haters playing on the Jaeger, just running around all over the place. Oh my god, he's going to make me feel sick. Lines reinforcing. Zuck just waiting to put down the signal jammers. Everyone's stacking up here on this. Well, Lions wants to get some action, but Zuck is like, no, I'm doing my work here. Doing my work. That's a lot of signal jammers being deployed there. Interesting to see where they're going to put the other ones. Castle barricade on balcony. That makes sense. No easy entry through Fluke there. Zuck double reinforcing onto Solarium with a signal jammer there. He's got one more to place. Where's he going to put it? That is the magic question. Oh, he's dropped past a little drone there from Huggin that we just saw hiding in the plants. Last signal jammer going on the staircase. Now, we have no one going for any peaks, it seems, but Zuck is going to go on that roam game, and we are having 4 players just outside here of this doorway. Pre-placed C4 is going to go up, and Tarkan is the man that's going to be jumping in there, but they're not going to know about that C4 because there's been no clearance down below. They do not know that Mute was there, so this could be a big oof for Alpenfestung if they're not careful here. Now, Lions has been spotted as he gets that drone through the drone hole, and he is going to be peeked by Zuck, by the player outside on that windows, but no damage is going to be done. Zuck is going to take some damage, as is Schecter, as he shoots through that window, trying to get the player on the staircase. Lions has fallen downstairs onto floor number 1 in order to get a bit of a cheeky flank up that library staircase, perhaps. We saw Murky Turtle play a really nice flank around this way just last night and clutch it up for his team. The roam game on this map really has to be shut down because it is huge. Selma goes out, but due to the ADS, that's going to get sucked up. Second one's going to go, but that can get shot off by the player that is sitting there by the bathroom. Gets shot off, it does, but the signal jammer's going to stop it anyway as Zuck takes down 1 life. Thank you very much, Paul Adichia, for the follow. Very much appreciated. Zyko here on this double window. He's got to watch out for the run out from down below in the basement. That's something he needs to be very, very careful of. But Alpenfestung are going to go 1 man up and take the lead here with 1 minute 15 seconds left. It looks like they are relying on a On a solarium and double window into bedroom take. Diffuser is in the hands of Schecter. It looks like they want to push in and do some work here around the sofa area. They're going to have to watch out for that frost mat. Going to have to watch out for the rotate. They're going to want to tuck up right in this little corner here and do the plant if that's what they're going for. Oh no, Huggin has taken some damage from Prep there. As he stands outside the bathroom window, Prep is going to move around and try to find a reposition. But Zyko manages to claim that life, leaving Runic in a 2 versus 4 with 38 seconds left to go. Still a lot of work to be done by Alpenfestung as the player on the window is going to take a little bit of damage. 2 players now moving up to apply pressure to Zyko. He's going to feel it from the C4, but he isn't going to drop, and Schecter is in and about to go for that plant as we talked about the ideal spot. And they're not going to know that plant's going down. The sound is going to be covered, but Real and Valua, sorry, Real and, was it Zyko? It was Zyko. Real and Zyko are going to get those 2 kills in a pinch in the last dying seconds, denying Schecter his 100 points, and Alpenfestung are going to take round number 1. Thank you very much for the first time chat, Sean Doodoo. Thank you for the follow and the first time conversation. All right. Now, Master Bedroom and Office is going to get played again by Runic. Let's remember, this roster has only just been put back together with some new players in the last week and a bit. So they won't have had as much time to work together and practice together as Alpenfestung have had, because Alpenfestung have been playing together for a long time. They're an org that have been together for some time now, which is one of the reasons why they're here. They're established, they're an organization. They have some size to them, they have backing, and it's just good to get things like that into leagues to try and help grow, etc. And I think Alpenfestung can help with that nicely. Let's see how they will attack this time round. Let's not pretend that the last round was an absolute walkover for Alpenfestung. They took their time, they set themselves up, they lost more bodies than they probably would have wanted to. Well, they only really lost 1, to be fair. Let's take a look. Yeah, they only lost 1. So actually, they hardly lost any. In reality, that's actually a really good take from Alpenfestung. It just took them a long time. That's the thing. They spent a fair bit of utility trying to get in, and it took their time, but they did the job. They took a lot of damage. That's probably why I'm getting a little bit confused about... oh, hello. Ah, okay. Zyko protecting himself from a possible run out here. Prepsa could fall to that. We need to watch for that one, because if Prepsa goes for it, Prepsa's gonna drop. Zyko should be setting up there for a double window take. Prepsa's coming out as if he wants to open up that door. He doesn't know that. Oh, he does know it's there. He does take it out, and that's going to allow Prepsa to be able to make that run out. Zyko isn't going to know at this point, though, as he's going to use his utility to take out the equipment that's holding that wall. So it looks like we're getting a different take coming out here from Alpenfestung. It looks like they're focusing their attentions here on the office side, and this is what we love to see from teams. Variations, adaptation, trying something different, keeping the opponents guessing, and Alpenfestung are doing that here. These holes at the bottom of the wall are going to go against Valua, but he comes off better, and with the worst gun in the game, he does manage to pick up Tarkin. That is the Ash player taken out. You don't need him dropping first. He is your entry. But for the first time, we are going to see Runic take the advantage. We are going to see them take the advantage. 4 versus 3. Schecter is going to be able to open this wall if that signal jammer can be taken out. There's one over here, so he's going to have to open it up just here on the right-hand side. Hopefully he realizes that using his sound abilities, using his spidey senses, he should know that if he comes over to this side, that wall, easy pickings. Now, haters, hold on the piano, no shield. Very unusual. He does have an ADS, though. Real trying to sneak his way in. Going to chuck that grenade through the hole on the bottom of the wall, but it's not going to take down the signal jammer. But it doesn't matter. If they have their intel, they know that they can just put their Selma up on the right-hand side, and that is going to open. 58 seconds left to go. We have 3 versus 4. Huggin just holding here on the bathroom. He's going to see the elbow of Zuck, who's going to fall back, taking very little to no damage. He's going to peek his head out, and he is going to get the kill, leaving Schecter and Real all on their own in 2 versus 4. Not sure the teabag was needed, Zuck. After that, it's like you killed one dude and you're going to teabag. Well done. Prepsa getting the pick there onto Real. as he spins all about the place, taking down drones with that high sensitivity that he likes to run. Schecter is the last man standing. He's going to take some damage from the C4. Prep is going to run round and get the kill from the window. And that is a round going to Runic as they level it out 1-1. Okay. Wine Cellar and Snowmobile, next site to get played. This is widely considered in a lot of circles to actually be the worst site on this map. Yet in our Xbox competitive, people still like it. We'll see how it's going to work out. Let's take a look at some stats for this map. So, based on last season, this map is 58% defender favored and 42% attacker favored. This site downstairs is 67% defavored, which means that realistically, Runic should have a good chance here. They should have a good chance. Let's see if they can bring the statistics. Bring the statistics. Bring the statistics. See if they can bring the stats to life. That's much easier to say. Oh, look at this. Valuer just holding up his team. He moves the shield so they can get past, and then is going to put it back. No, he's going to change his mind. It's not going to go there. Look at this. Teams sort of, what should we reinforce? They're going to reinforce one wall. Are they going to reinforce the other? No, they're not. They're going to set up a default shield right here. Haters trying to work out what to do. ADS going down to protect that shield from any throwables from coming through the doorway or this breach when it gets open. And that wall is going to get reinforced. Now, as we enter action phase, Lions just doubling up the wall here, or the garage doorway, and we are having a full push over here towards main garage, it looks like, with a couple of players just coming down here for the garage door. There we go. Zyko playing on the Maverick is going to open up a hole here. Chuck a grenade in to take down that utility. We've got Tarkin using the fact that you can now rappel here to actually hold a line of sight through that Maverick hole. Oh, he's going to try to take down Lions, but Lions is going to headshot him. He does take a lot of damage, but Lions is just going to run through those Kona stations that he put down in prep phase. And he is going to heal right back up. All right, now, 5 versus 4. Runic, again, have taken the lead for the second round in a row. Main wall is going to start to get opened up by Ace. We've got 3 players stacked up here as Ace is going to roam around. It looks like he's going to go for Trench rather than pushing in down this hallway with his team. Drones are going to spot 2 of the players here in sight, but only the 2. Zyko trying to hold that same angle that his teammate held, but he isn't going to find anything. Instead, he's the one that's going to get found, just like Haters gets found by Schecter and gets his head torn off as this wine cellar wall is going to get opened up. Shield's getting pinged. Schecter just waiting for the Goyo to show himself. 4 versus 3. Valuer has a strong hold here. Alpenfestung need to take this shield out of play. They probably can throw something in through the breach there past that ADS without it snatching it up. Real is going to come round with his frags, I assume, to try and help his teammate with this. He has 2 grenades. Don't throw them through that door because the ADS will just snatch. Oh, no. Actually, he might get away with that. It's quite far away from the breach. There we go. Goes in. It's going to take down the shield. And that is going to deny entry to blue for a little while, but there is no one there anyway. Schecter is going to try to take... Oh, no, he does manage to get the Selma off, but he loses his life in the process. Real is going to fall at the hands of Zuck as Huggin is the last man left standing with Twitch. Lions taking a whole load of damage from somewhere, but Prep is just going to peek out, get the pick, and that's another round going to Runic. And maybe that first round was just a bit of a fluke for Alpenfestung, but Runic are looking a little bit better in these latter 2 rounds. Alpenfestung are proving to be rather slow with their takes and just losing these gunfights while they're holding angles. So maybe angle holding is not the thing here for Alpenfestung. Maybe you have to fight fire with fire a little bit and fight aggression with aggression. I say that, but Runic aren't exactly running around just shooting at stuff. They're turtling up on sight and just holding and waiting. Valuer with a 6 pick from Rook onto Mirror. Good pick. And then we're going to have Sledge being brought out instead of Iana. Pretty interchangeable, these 2 operators. They both have equally good utility. though, because we're going to be attacking a first floor site, which can be attacked from above. As we can see, this whole floor here is soft. That does allow a lot of possibilities for a take from above, along with this bit of the floor here in library. So take control of the top floor, push the defenders out of the way, and it allows you an easy take. And we have seen, like I say, Runic playing very much on site. So if Alpenfestung can get good control of the top floor here, this could be a good way to push Runic back, get into sight, take control, get the plant down, and put another win on the board to level it out at 2-2 at the end of this round. If Runic win this round, it's not looking too good for Alpenfestung to take an even split or an advantage in the split as we go into the second half. 10 seconds into prep phase, we've still got Runic setting up, but that's okay. Zyko bringing out the Finker is an interesting choice here. It is an interesting choice. Let's see what he can do with it. I'm going to turn up the game sound a bit because I think it's still too quiet. This seems to happen. This is the second time this has happened this season where the game sound has just been quiet for some reason. I don't know why. I'm sure a restart would fix it, but I'm not going to bother. Now we've got Tarkan already in, starting to make his way towards site. He's got no pressure coming onto him from above or from behind. We do have Alpenfestung having completely free roam, so to speak, of the north side of the building, and they have complete control of the first floor. They don't have control of the second floor, but Huggin is coming up to take care of that. We have no players over here on this side, so it is a complete on-site or just above site hold coming out from Runic. We've got Haters playing a very common position here at the top of the library stairs, along with this mirror window that we see quite so often. Player is spotted on the window. Prepsa and... yeah, oh no! Prepsa with the C4 takes Zyko out of commission, and yet again, Runic get the opening pick, but it is very quickly turned into a 4v4 as Lions does fall. Then Prepsa follows straight away afterwards. Tarkan getting in and doing some work here as he opens fire onto his arch nemesis Jaeger, but Haters is going to survive the flurry of bullets. Zuck takes down two more with the C4 and the SMG-11, putting us into a 3 versus 2 all of a sudden. And Haters is going to feel a bit of pressure here coming from two players, but he has all the holes and angles opened up. He's going to flank round and he's going to manage to take down Ash. That is most unfortunate, leaving Huggin all on his own, but he's going to manage to drop Haters. He's just got two more players to worry about. 1 minute to go. Diffuser Knight in hand. Going to use his drone to get the intel. Did he spot that player down below? That's the question, because C4 was getting prepped there possibly by the player from underneath. But no, that player has fallen back. Value on site behind his mirror window, and Zuck just playing downstairs in the corridor, rotating into sight, waiting for something to happen. Huggin's going to get back on that drone and see what information he can get. He's got 30 seconds, but he's got a lot to do in that 30 seconds. He's going to find one. The chances are Mirror is going to be underneath that window. Huggin's going to drop. He doesn't know that Mute is to the right, but he's going to peek around and see the body as he opens fire. He does a whole load of damage, but takes just as much back. He anticipates perfectly that Zuck is going to be laid down, and he manages to get that kill. 1 versus 1 now. Valuer, loads of health on the board. Huggin makes his way in. He knows exactly where Mirror is, and he's going to push it aggressively. Oh, but Valuer just has the health advantage and manages to put another one on the board for Runic. So at the moment, things not looking too good for Alpenfestung, as they have lost 3 in a row now. As soon as Tarkan dies, Alpen just don't play aggressive. Tarkan is an aggressive entry. That is what he seems to do. And yeah, once he's gone, maybe Alpenfestung just maybe kind of lose their will to follow him into battle. I don't know. But they need to do something. Alpenfestung need to do something and turn this around. Master bedroom and office, like I say, is the next site to get played. Let's see if we're going to see anything particularly different coming out here from this lineup. If we look at the stats again for this map, let's focus specifically on this site. Master bedroom and office is 56% defender favored based on last season's statistics. Stats. I'm going to say stats because I keep struggling with statistics. It's because I can hear my voice back very slightly, and there's like a 5 millisecond delay or something, so every now and then I slur my words. But anyway, this site, master bedroom and office, 56% defender favored. We have seen the defense win it once already. They've got 6% chance that they should win it again. Let's see if they manage it, as Prepsa putting up the bulletproof cam as he's dressed up there in his nice pink outfit. Lovely, lovely outfit, Prepsa, as he puts that Malusi Banshee down, ready to slow down any players. Does that still work when it's behind a wall? I guess it must do. It's quite interesting that it works even through walls like that. Or at least half walls. Obviously it won't work through a solid wall such as this. Okay, second Banshee going up, as Prepsa is going to drop down. I say second, but actually there are 3 in play. The third one has already been placed. Schecter has that window open onto Piano, but he is going to drop out and join his teammates by coming through the garage, perhaps? Is that what he's going for? No. What's he looking at? He doesn't know. He's going to go up here to the window. Two teammates on Alpenfestung stacked up here on this window, and I'm not sure that's the best plan. Tarkin just crouch walking his way in, and he knows that Prepsa's there. It looked like he had the intel, and he does manage to get the pick. Prepsa needs to be a little bit more aware of what's happening. An interesting use of the breaching charges there to open up that floor. Quite often there is a player sat there, so to be fair, that use of the breaching round there, I guess kind of makes sense. Utility is spotted, and that breaching round is going to be used to take out that utility. That's going to allow the wall to open. Do they know that Zuck is playing right here? He's got some holes in the bottom. He's going to be looking for some feet as Huggin takes down Haters. Things looking very good for Alpenfestung on this round, as they have fallen back to the same attack they did in round number 1, not the attack they did in round number 2, and this time it is actually going their way. Cheeky little hole there from Valuer. I like that. Need to remember that one, as Zyko does fall. That's the first player for Alpenfestung to get dropped. Baz Valuer looks the wrong way. Huggin manages to take him down. Pre-fire's going out into the closet. Do they actually know that Zuck is there, or was it just a random fire? Red pings, player repelling in. They know exactly where Zuck's gone to, and he is going to fall, but not going to be killed just yet. Lions is going to come in to try to protect his teammate. Does a bit of damage to the player pushing in there, but as Lions tries to focus too much on that side of the map, he doesn't realize that a rampant Twitch is coming from the other side, and Twitch is going to get that pick. And that's going to allow Alpenfestung to have a second one in their win column. So, Alpenfestung not out for the count just yet. Hey, Pacey, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. All right, so Wine and Snow has become unlocked again for Runic, and they are going to go back there and have a go at making it a 4-2 split at the end of the first half. They've played this site once already. They've got a 100% win rate. Let's see if they can keep that up and go into the next half, like I say, 4-2 up. That will be very positive for them if they can. But we have seen that this is a defender-sided map, and I don't like to say, oh, it's defender-sided, we expect this to be the result. No, we expect the result to be, as a team, that you always win. You can't just say, oh, it's defender-sided map, we just write that off, it doesn't matter. No. On the one hand, that's a useful strategy because it helps you get to the mindset that, hey, it's not so bad, we can still do this, it puts you in a positive mindset. But at the same time, it's kind of like a negative reinforcement because it's just, you shouldn't be approaching the game that way, that it's okay to lose rounds. It's not okay to lose rounds. It's going to happen, but you need to learn from every round you lose. And as you go into a new half, you have no experience of what the other team is like playing on that other half. So it's like you're starting from scratch again. You have an idea of what they might be like. You know, if they're an aggressive attacking team, they're likely to be aggressive when it comes to defense, but you can't be sure. So it's important to take those leads when you can and not just write it off as, yeah, it's defender-sided map. It doesn't matter that we lost, 5 in a row on attack. That's just what's going to happen. We'll flip it around. Anyway, I digress. Drone's going in. All right, so we have players stacked up here on these two windows. Drone is going to get taken out as Tarkin pre-fires through that window. Huggin, though, is going to pinch from the other side, and Prep is going to drop. He's not killed just yet, but he is going to get finished off any moment if the attackers push this. But they are waiting for the intel. They might not even know they downed him, to be fair. They need to get some intel, but they need to watch out for lines. Okay, Huggin is going to send that drone in, and he's going to finish the kill off with the shock drone. This is what we like to see. Come on, Huggin. Come on, Huggin. How many charges has he got? No, he's going to... Oh, he's not going to do it. He's got one drone left. He can send another drone in. He's going to go in for that kill by hand. Oh, and he gets it eventually. All right. So Huggin's going to get that kill. He is going to back out. He realizes that players run towards the staircase, and he pre-fires the window, but isn't going to hit the shots as he's already made it away. Zuck roaming around on the other side of the map to the objective right now. He's going to take a whole load of damage with this shotty, but he is going to get some pressure as a hole is opened up above him. C4 gets ripped, and Tarkin is going to make it away safely with his life as Zuck backs out, and he manages to get a beautiful kill onto Zyko there. Real could be the second as he walks in looking completely the wrong way, and Zuck is going to get the cheeky double. 4 versus 3 now, and things not looking too great for Alpenfestung as they do fall behind. Tarkin needs to step up and do some work here as he is an entry fragging role. Huggin doing most of the fragging here for his team, not just on heads but on default cameras as well. Okay, 1 minute left to go. 4 versus 3. Hey Barry, how you doing, my dude? How you doing? Zuck just holding firm here in the main garage, and this could be the thing that bites Alpenfestung in the butt if they do not drone this guy out. He seems to be doing very well with his SMG-11. And if they don't know that he's there, I doubt he'll miss too many of his shots. Zyko will no doubt return. If he doesn't, by the time this round is done, we will pause it, but we're still in a 4 versus 3. He wasn't an active player, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter just yet. Zuck pushing forward to join his team, but we are having a push down blue here as Haters is holding on to that position in blue. Shield gets taken down. Tarka makes his way in and just starts shooting people. He's going to take 2. He's got 1 more to get in sight. That is going to be Goyo, but Goyo's going to be the one to get the frag, leaving Schecter all on his own in 1 versus 2. He's got control of storage, but he has defused and he's not going to try and stick it. Instead, he is just going to allow Runic to go 4-2 up at the end of the first half, as Runic win a round based on time. Now Lions is left. Everyone just leaving. Everyone like, hey, he left, I'm going to leave too. All right. Bear with me for a second, stream. This is going to count as the 1 rehost for Runic. Okay. Let me make a note of this. Rehost. There we go. So, what have we seen so far? What have we seen so far? Well, bear with me. All right, Wine Cellar is going to be the first site to get played. But what have we seen so far? We have seen Alpenfestung be rather slow. Rather slow. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's allowing Runic too much freedom to just move around and take advantage of that slowness. If Alpenfestung, I feel, are being a little bit faster, shutting down areas of the map, covering the flanks, then maybe they do a bit better. I mean, I have said Runic are playing mostly on site, but there have been situations where a couple of roamers have just slipped away around the through the back gate on the garden fence, just made their way around the side, just snuck up, climbed up the front of the house, and just snuck their way in through the bathroom window and managed to get a pick onto an unsuspecting player. And it's not going to help Alpenfestung throughout this game. They need to be able to make sure that once they've closed down one half of the map, that they are locking it down and making sure they can't get flanked. Now, granted, with Chalet, that is very, very difficult. It's very roam heavy because it's 3 floors, a lot of staircases, a lot of opportunities for defenders to be able to make those rotates. So it is tricky. It is tricky. But then that's where it comes into picking the right operators on attack. You come in with your nomads, with your gridlocks, with your players, with claymores and all that kind of stuff to try and stop that from happening. Lions comes back. We will resume the timer and we'll get things underway. Apologies for not going to the rehost screen. Normally I would, but I just kind of felt like, Lions probably wouldn't be long. So I just thought I'll talk to you guys instead of leaving you with a load of clips and music. Zyko gonna 6-pick that mirror and go onto mute. I'm an old school mute player. Not a lot of people know this. I was a mirror main. I was known as a mirror main for a very, very long time. Very long time. But when I first started, I was a mute main. I'd play him almost every game. I actually did well as mute when I was, you know, my first year or two. My proudest moment as mute was I remember that there was a game on tower and I had an 8-kill death ratio. I was very proud of that. But then on the flip side, there was a game of Skyscraper as mirror and I had a 10-kill death ratio. And I was like, yeah, all right, fine, brilliant. Love it, love it. But anyway, I move away from the point. You're not here to talk about, to listen to me reminiscing about, about old games that I've played. Because that is boring AF. I can guarantee you that much. So, Wine Cellar and Snowmobile. First site to get played by Alpenfestung. Very, very interesting. If there's something I've noticed about Alpenfestung and Avenger Gaming, our 2 European teams that we have here in the league, they do kind of play older strats. They don't seem to be bringing out hugely modern strats. So, oh, that's a shame. Runic have used their rehost, which means they now have to play a 4 versus 5. That is most unfortunate for Runic. F in the chat for Runic and the lack of rehost availability. Joan is going to drop. Zyko is going to get... Did they spot him? I don't... Maybe they did. Pre-fire suggests that maybe they did spot him. 4 versus 5. If Alpenfestung don't win this, then I call into question Alpenfestung's chances here in the league, to be honest. They do manage to claim the life of Zuck, that sledge taken out of play. He's an important operator because he can just open up all of this floor here and apply pressure to the players that be down here on the default rotate and also playing down here in storage. Very common anchor positions. So to lose him before even getting into the building, it's a rip. It's a rip. Zyko's going to take a little bit of damage and he is going to fall back. And he just needs to play carefully here. Alpenfestung playing just as slowly on defense as they play on attack. Tarkan playing around here on the roam game as Prepsa is going to take a whole load of damage over here on Trench. And Runic are just going to back out. They are saying, forget that. Let's go. Let's do something else. This ain't going to work, boys. We've got a minute and a half. And we are just stacking up here on one doorway. This isn't the play. This isn't the play. Now, Prepsa is going to fall 2 versus 5. Haters gets into a gunfight. And he doesn't come off any better than his opponent does. I'm guessing it was Tarkin. Yes, oh, pre-fire through the wall here. That was perfect head height. That would have seen Haters taken out of play. Haters going to come forward and he's going to get taken out of play. Anyway, that's the double kill for Tarkin. He's going for the triple. How this guy plays like this on a controller, I don't understand. To clarify, Alpenfestung are hand camming tonight. We were planning on a full Alpenfestung hand cam tonight. And Tarkan is hand camming, and yes, he does look like that on controller. Valua, last player standing in a 1 versus 4. He has Diffuser in 50 seconds and 20 HP to his name. I do not like his chances here, and I think we can safely draw this one up as an Alpenfestung win. And that we will be seeing this go to a 4-3 at the end of this round. But you never know. Miracles could happen. Miracles could happen. And we could see Valua just tearing people apart. I mean, he's going to take down 1. There's just another 3 more to get, and he's got 30 seconds to do it. 1 kill every 10 seconds, and he's golden. He's golden. But 10 seconds is gone, and he hasn't killed any more. He's going to bait out with the Selma as he pushes forward. He doesn't know there's a player to the right, and he isn't going to peek it, but he is going to pre-fire. He's going to do some damage, but Tarkan holding firm is going to just dash out from that doorway, and he's going to get that pick, even though he is using that disgusting red dot sight. Oh my word. So, because the rehost for Runic has been used, they're going to have to continue in a 4 versus 5. All right, Master Bedroom and Office is going to be the next site to get played here by Alpenfestung. And this is unfortunate for Runic that they've lost Lions and Lions isn't able to rejoin at this point in time. Runic were looking good, and if they lose this now and don't win any more rounds, you could easily say, hey, you know, it was a 4 versus 5. If Lions had stayed in, we would have won. But Lions, unfortunately, dropped, couldn't reconnect, and we are where we are. So, yeah, this could be very disappointing for Runic.
Activate jammer.
All right, I'm just reading the game channel. Okay, looks like Lions probably isn't gonna come back. Alrighty, so it is going to be a 4v5 for the rest of this game, I feel. So this does put things in Alpenfestung's favor quite considerably. It's not the ideal way that a team wants to win. I mean, I know when you're in ranks and the player drops out at the other side, you kind of think, yes, let's get this round started. We've got a chance of winning. Easy dubs. But ultimately, you know, when you're in a competitive environment, you're here because you want to compete. It's not just about taking the win. It's because you want a good game, right? So, although in ranks, you know, we love a 4v5, we want a proper game, but deep down we love a 4v5 because we want the MMR, right? But in this setting, no one wants to win in this scenario. No one wants this to be the reason why they won or a deciding factor in how they took their win. So, unfortunate for Alpenfestung if they take the win here because it will just be used as a, hey, yeah, you won a 4v5. What, do you want, a cookie? Sorry, you want to fight? You want a 5v4? Do you want a cookie? You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But, you know, at the end of the day, a win's a win. If they go to playoffs and Runic don't because of this, it's the way it is. It's the way it is. You got to take your pluses where you can get them, right, people? You got to take your pluses where you can. Now, we're going to have Tarkin playing just below sight. He doesn't have a C4, so this is an interesting choice to have a player down here without some kind of vertical explosive. We can see that Mute has already used his, whereas Real still has one in the pocket. He's going to be bandit tricking. What I would love to see... Well, the bandit trick isn't going to be successful because it looked like he banded it the wrong side. What I would love to have seen is the classic Saria gate on the outside of the wall. The defender sits here tucked up against that wall, and then as soon as they place the utility on the wall, just move away, let the Saria gate come back up, and it will just rip that utility apart. You got to love a bit of Saria gate tricking, but clearly Alpenfestung decided, hey, that's not for us. We're going to try and ban a trick, and we're just going to let them have this wall in the end because we tricked the wrong side. Real holding downstairs. Now, with his C4, this is what the defense need. They need someone downstairs for that vertical denial. Prepsa knows that there's players down here, and he's going to be pushing up to try to find an angle on them, but he needs to be very, very careful there as he would be just as easily seen by the player over on the right of the kitchen. Zuck is going to take a load of damage as he makes his way up the staircase. They need to take down this rear gate. One quick stun grenade is going to see that disappearing, allowing them access into the site. Pre-fire's going out, but no damage being done. Zyko playing up here close to the door. Drone is in, whizzing around him as Prepsa takes down Huggin. 4 versus 4. Shotgun being used with the pre-fire. Double kill to Prepsa. Stun grenade is going to go out, and Zyko is going to push it. He might as well. He had no choice. Prepsa with the triple, doing absolute bits for his team right now, as Valio is going to claim one, and all of a sudden Tarkin is left in a 1 versus 3. This is not the way this was supposed to happen. Prepsa has just opened things up for Runic, but Tarkin down below is going to be able to deny a plant. Oh, my dude, you should have waited 6 seconds. When you're in that situation, you wait. You wait. You don't just do it straight away. You bait the timeout. If he'd have just waited... Oh! He shot for the wrong player. The player was on the bed. If he'd have just shot Flores in the head in time, he would have been okay. Like I say, I'm going to call a bad play from Alpenfestung, from Tarkin, downstairs. He saw the plant. Your instinct is shoot the planter, get rid of the diffuser, and we win. You had 10 seconds to go. What you need to do is once you see that plant, just wait, count it down. When you've got 10 seconds left and you see the plant start, when it gets to 4 seconds, that's when you kill the planter. And then you leave the attack with very, very little time to do anything. You can continue to hold your position or you can back out, whatever you want. You're probably safer to back out and just reposition slightly, but you just need to make sure that you waste that time. So a bit of a misplay there from Tarkin, I would say. And that allows Runic to go 5-3 up. As we head back to master bedroom and office. Now, Alpenfestung had a very good hold there. They should have won that. They should have won it, but they allow Prepsa to come in, get the triple. They just need to watch out for that this time. If they can stop that, then they should be fine in this round, and we should see this going to a 5-4. This is being a nice, close game. This is what we like to see. You know, I've been capturing replays and just not playing them. This is big miss on my part. Big miss on my part. Okay, so Huggin running around here on the first floor. Prepsa, little drone setup, watching Huggin running around going, hey, we've got a Jaeger running around here. Oh, does he see the drone? He doesn't see the drone. The drone knows he's there, but he doesn't know. Is he going to see it flashing? He's so tunnel visioned. He's so tunnel visioned on that site. Now he sees it. Now he sees it. He's going to back out, shoot the drone, and retreat. Oh, okay, Huggin. My dude. You got to be careful with that kind of thing. Prepsa manages to make his way up to the doorway and keep it covered. We've got one player. Oh, that player comes around. Prepsa should be able to see the feet. He can't see the feet because he's too close to the doorway. Drone is going to spot the feet, but he's not going to ping it. Frost is going to spot Prep, and Prep is going to get taken down. 3 versus 5. How did that drone not spot that guy? Oh, that was a misplay from Runic. Most unfortunate for them. Drone's now going in to try and pick up the intel. But it's all very well and good having drones roaming around the building, but you actually need to see what's on them and what's around them for them to be useful. I'd rather have no droning than bad droning, to be honest with you. All right, Tarkan continuing to play downstairs like he did before, opening up the hatch for a quick drop should he need it. He is the only player on the first floor, 4 players upstairs, holding onto sight from up close and a distance. Stun grenades going out from Zuck, playing on this balcony door just like he did before. Moves in and pre-fires, but Zyko's going to pick him off. That's the double kill for Zyko, leaving us in a 2 versus 5. And this is looking good right now for Alpenfestung to be able to bring another round back and make this a 5-4. Value, though, is doing everything he can to try to deny that. He's done a bit of damage to 2 players, it seems, but not taken any himself by just pre-firing these typical angles, waiting for the attacker, or the defenders rather, to make a mistake. Haters just droning out on the first floor. Or second floor was that. Second floor in. Oh, he knows the frost mat's there. He manages to take it down. We've got Zyko just in the little cubby waiting. Oh, no. Zyko goes for the drone and Haters sees the gunfire and manages to pick him off, but Haters is going to get traded. Huggin takes him down. Valure is the last man left standing in the 1 versus 4 as he makes his way up the fireplace staircase. He's been seen by the player on the balcony. He's going to open fire onto him, but he's not going to do enough damage. But eventually, Huggin with the pistol is going to get that pick. Look at that, the high sensitivity, just can't hit the targets. Slow down your sensitivity, my dude. Just slow it down. All right, so as I suspected, Alpenfestung managing to take the win on that one, which is quite right. They should have done. They should have done. Hey, welcome to the stream, Boom Navi. I just saw you there. Thank you very much for coming along. Okay, bar and gaming is going to be round number 10. This is going to be very unfortunate for Alpenfestung if they cannot win this game playing a 5 versus 4. Flashbacks to my very first grand final cast of AGL where I saw Inevitable Gaming beating Apollo on border playing a 4 versus 5. That was just so incredible to watch, so incredible to watch. It wasn't a 4v5 like this. No. It was a 4v5, but it was on border with IG on attack, running Blitz, Capitao, Ying, all of those kind of operators just rushing into sight every single round, just completely disorientating Apollo, getting the plants down and just holding on to it in post plants. They didn't win every round that way, but they were certainly a lot more successful than they should have been allowed to. And that was one hell of a game. Nothing like this as a 4v5. This is much calmer 4 versus 5, but still brings back memories. Yeah, and at this level, when teams are playing a 4v5, they should not be winning. They should not be winning. All right, Drone is going to spot a Rooney, going to spot Jaeger, but Drone gets spotted by Jaeger. Drone gets killed by Jaeger. Intel denied, and that leaves the attackers with just 5 drones left. Now, if they had 10 players, I'd say that's pretty poor drone economy at this point, but they are 1 player down, so by default, they only started with 8. Sorry, 7 because they got Twitch. So actually, that's not too bad. Huggin's going to claim the early life. Looks like the boys from Runic are just rushing in. Value is the last man standing. He's going to manage to get 1 kill, but he's not going to be able to get any more. impactless frags. As I would say, Runic at this point have probably just kind of thrown their hands up and said, hey, let's just run at it and have a bit of fun. 4v5, what we're going to do. This is not the way we wanted to see this game go. It's not the way we wanted to see it. F in the chat for Runic, F in the chat for Runic. But on the plus side, thumbs up for the prediction panel predictions, because it means that if Alpenfestung take the dubs, we had 5 games in a row where we predicted correctly. So thank you very much. Zyko, 6 picking the Thunderbird and going on to mute, denying that intel game that's being sent out by Runic. Now the question is, no, it's not the question. It's not the question. The question is, the question is, denying the intel. I don't think Runic have made the best use of the intel that they've got available, to be honest. They have had some good moments. I mean, like, for example, when we saw the drone placed up here, watching Jaeger down here, and, you know, that's the kind of thing that you need from the drone game. But outside of that, I don't think we've seen anything particularly stellar when it comes to gathering intel with these drones. But I could be wrong. It's easy to say that from an outsider's perspective when we're not watching what every player is doing at every moment of the game. I mean, the drones are certainly getting saved there. It sounds like Preps' drone did just get taken out. Valuer is going to grab his drone as he brings it back to spawn. And that does leave us with 6 drones in the pocket, ready for the attack to use. Zuck does seem to like using his drones. Signal Jammer is going to make things difficult for the shock drone, but is he going to be able to take that out? No. He can pick it up and give it another try. He's got to have an idea of where that signal disruptor is. He can just throw the drone past it. Did he manage? No. Most unfortunate for Zuck. My guy, just quick peek there on the right hand corner. Oh, C4 denies one drone but doesn't deny the life. That is going to take out the signal disruptor. No, it didn't even take out the signal disruptor, but the drone is going to get in and it is going to destroy it at last. That is the second shock drone being taken out. Zyko going to play aggressively on to Trench here as Zuck realizes that someone's coming, so he does fall back. Value a completely different side of the map, or different half of the map to Zuck, and they need to work together. Zuck is going to take down Zyko as he pushes into Trench all on his own. Value needs to join him. Here we go. We are going to get these two players working together now rather than working separately. They've only got the drones that are available to Valuer to send around now. Although it looks like Zuck actually still has one default drone. He manages to pick off Huggin. So 2 versus 3. This is actually winnable for Runic. They're not out just yet. They're not out just yet. Let's see what Runic can do. They've got 1 minute 20. They've got a drone. Zuck's getting kill after kill after kill. He's got 3 so far. Value are not doing anything here when it comes to shooting. Let's see what Zuck can do. I want to watch him, see if he's going to get more kills, but I kind of feel like Schecter should have an easy kill here due to this little hole. Thank you very much for the follow, official Scooby-Doo. Yellow pin goes out as the trench wall does start to get open. 1 minute left. Schecter backing out, giving away his position. But we have Tarkin playing up above, watching onto this breach. This could be the big play coming out here from Tarkin. He needs to just bide his time and be patient. He knows someone's come in through the doorway, but he knows someone's about to come through that rotate, or that breach rather, as the Sharia gate gets dropped. Tarkin does finish off Valuer as he walks in. Zuck is going to have to ace to win. 30 seconds left to go. He has control of sight. He has no diffuser. We've got one player still upstairs on the hatch. Diffuser has been dropped in the breach, but Tarkin's still up there, and he is going to get the pick. Valiant effort from Zuck. Valiant effort from Zuck to keep his team in this. Let's take a look at this guy. 11-9 right now. Doing great work for his team. But in a 4 versus 5, there's only so much one man can do. There's only so much one man can do. And it isn't enough right now. So, Alpenfestung go to match point 6-5. They just need to win this round, and they take their first 3 points of this season. If, however, Runic can do what they did just a couple of rounds ago and win this 4 versus 5, they go to overtime and they stay in with a chance of managing to get into playoffs. If we do get to overtime, the winner gets 2 points, loser gets 1 point. If this game is closed out right now by Alpenfestung with a 7-5, Alpenfestung will get the fat 3, and Runic will unfortunately get the donuts. Runic, let's see what you got. It's a 4v5, but you seem to have some very talented players on your team. Prepsa, Zuck, Haters. You guys can all frag. Haters not fragging so much right now, but Haters can frag. Valuer I've never seen before. But he's doing all right. He's positive. He's not playing a frag role, but on support, he's positive. Let's see if Runic can turn this around, get to overtime, and make this the impossible victory. At this point, Alpenfestung, even though it's a 4v5, are looking beatable. The last round, they looked good, but they do still look beatable by Runic. We've seen it happen. We've seen Runic win this 4 versus 5. This is it for Runic now. They need to really work on what they're doing here. We're going to a different site. It's master bedroom and office. We've seen this site played twice already by Alpenfestung, and they've got a 50% win rate on it. The question is, can they make it a 66% win rate going to it for a third time? We will know in 2.5 or less. C4, doubling up on the C4s here as well. Already prepped on the window. And a second one from Real, ready to go. Zycode like, yeah, give me that back. That's a waste of time. Give me that back. I'm going to take that somewhere else. My right bumper is playing havoc here and just not doing what it's supposed to do. All right, so we are getting a push in from library. Drones are going in to gather that intel. Zuck's going to be holding on to the balcony door. Waiting for someone to show themselves. Zuck seems to be the man you want to put there in that fragging position, and sure enough, he takes down Zyko. And in the blink of an eye, we're at a 4 versus 4, and the advantage that Alpenfestung had is taken away. Does he know that that's Jaeger's helmet there that he's looking at? Or Bandits, rather. He does eventually realize, and he does manage to do a fair bit of damage to Real. Zuck taken not quite as much damage, and Runic at the moment actually have the advantage. 1 minute 20 seconds left. Flores going to send his drones in to try to take down as much utility as possible. What will he take down here? He's going to take down one shield. Oh no, he's going to get it stuck. Take down that shield. He's going to get it. He is going to get it. That shield is going to drop. There we go. Oh, but Real with the C4 takes out Haters. And Alpenfestung do take the lead. Real playing underneath this staircase. He sees the feet. He sees the feet. And he's going to drop Prepsa. Value is going to drop as well. Sorry, it's Value that was taken out there by Real, not Prepsa. Zucker in a 1 versus 4. This is not looking good for Runic. We've seen this guy frag. He's going to get 1. But is he going to get any more? That is the question. He's going to do some damage, but it's not enough as Schecter claims that final life. And Alpenfestung take the victory here tonight against Runic. Alpenfestung with their first win on the board. GG for you guys. You take the win.
Alpenfestung Esports wins 7-5.
So, GG to both of the teams. Thank you very much for coming along to watch. It's been an interesting game. 4 versus 5 is always going to be disappointing.